need you right now. I can't wait for your love.
Hey guys, so my name's Stila and this is LifeHappens. So today I am going to be talking you through, instead of doing a voiceover or anything like that, talking you through on how I made some Rice Krispie treats and how I made a pumpkin spice latte. So we're going to start off first with the Rice Krispie treats. So what you're going to need is some marshmallows, food coloring, some icing because icing is amazing, chocolate chips, a pot, and a pan, and of course some Rice Krispies. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take our pan and we're going to move over to the stove. So what we're going to do now with the pan, we are going to turn it on. If you need to turn it to superficial, make sure you have it to the stove. Then we're going to take 3 tablespoons of butter, and on the butter it says different tablespoon sizes, so I'm just going to cut 3 and put it into my pot. Then you're going to take the 3 tablespoons of butter and unwrap it and drop it in and let it melt on low heat. So it looks like that, it's like melting. And while that is heating, you just wait. Now that is all melted, what we'll do is you'll add some marshmallows in to the pot. Now while it's still melting, I am going to pour in some food coloring. So now that it looks like this and it's the color that I want, I am going to take it off the heat. I'm going to put it on this thing, and then I'm going to put this on top. And now what you want to do with your now melted marshmallows is take your Rice Krispies and measure out 6 cups. You want to mix it in. And if you need to use your hands and the pot is not as warm as it was, it's not like boiling hot, then you can do that so it's easier to mix it. Now you want to take a pan and wax paper and spray some cooking spray in, but don't put too much in. And I like to spread it around with a paper towel so that it's nice and even and there's also not extra. Now you want to take your mixture and put it into here and you just want to press it down. Sort of looks like pumpkin. What you want to do is you want to pat it down so it's evenly in your pan. Now I'm just going to put some more chocolate chips and spread them around. And then you just want to let it cool down and then you can start decorating or you can start eating. Now I'm going to just put this aside because I'm actually going to attempt at making black food coloring. So I couldn't find any, so I'm going to attempt at making it. So I'm just gonna take some stuff and drop some drops in and we'll see what happens. And there's your black. It still looks a little navy, but you did the best you could. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your frosting, take some of that, put it in your black food coloring, and then mix in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my icing spreader, but if you don't have this, then that's fine. I'm just gonna spread it on top evenly. I didn't have enough icing, so what I'm going to do is just make some more. And now I'm going to try it. That's really good. I'm gonna change the cheese black. Now that we are done with that, let's get into homemade pumpkin spice latte. So now I'm gonna start the pumpkin spice latte. So let's get started. So with the pumpkin spice latte, you will need some whipped cream, some milk, some coffee. I'm just using this Keurig, some nice straws if you want, some vanilla, a mug or two, 1 teaspoon and 1 tablespoon, some pumpkin spice, some cinnamon sticks if you want, some pumpkin in a can, a wet measuring cup, a saucepan, and a can opener. You also need some sugar. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your wet measuring cup and your milk, and you're going to pour the 2 cups of milk into your pot. So now that you have that in here, then you want to take your pumpkin and you want to open it. Now that I have my pumpkin open, I am going to take 2 tablespoons of pumpkin and put it in there. And now you're going to want to take your sugar and make it so that it's 1 to 2 tablespoons. And it just depends on how sweet you want it. So I particularly like mine sweet, so I'm just gonna put a 1.5. There goes 1, and then I'm gonna take a half tablespoon, teaspoon, and put it in there. I'm making that. I'm just gonna pour it in the pot, and now I'm going to put it on medium heat. Now that we are making the actual pumpkin spice part, I'm going to make the coffee, and you're going to need a half cup of coffee, and I'm just going to use the Nantucket blend, and I'm using the Keurig since I don't know how to make coffee. You're sort of going to have to guess on how much half cup will be, and if it is too much, then you can just pour it out. Now that it is ready to brew, I'm going to sort this out so that it works. Plop in my thing, and then I'm going to assume by the picture shown that it's probably going to be the second small size. It's not the smallest, it's the second smallest. I'm just gonna freeze that and see what happens. That's actually more than enough. I'm just gonna open this and turn it off so it doesn't go anymore. So you'll probably need the small size. So your mixture should look like this. The question is if it's hot enough. So it's definitely hot enough. Should look like that. And so now I am going to turn it off and take it off the heat. So now that I took that off the heat, I am going to stir in some pumpkin spice. And you're going to need half a teaspoon of this. Now I'm going to plop that in. Next I am going to take the vanilla, which is 1 tablespoon. Make sure you know if it's a tablespoon or a teaspoon. This is a tablespoon, so I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Now I'm going to pour in the coffee. And as I said before, it should be half a cup. That's half a cup, so I'm going to pour it in. And then mix it. And I'm going to pour it in. And now that that is made, you can garnish it. So I'm gonna take my whipped cream. I am going to put it on top. I'm going to take the pumpkin spice. I'm going to sprinkle some on top. Then I'm going to take one of my cinnamon sticks, stick it in the side. I'm going to stick in a straw. So while I wait to try my pumpkin spice latte, I am going to end this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and the Rice Krispie Treat recipe. I'm sorry I haven't posted in a while. My memory card wasn't loading onto my computer and it was like a whole thing. But now I am back. But I hope you enjoy this video. Next time you see me, I will have my new camera and I will have better quality videos and I won't be out of focus like I am a lot. So give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos. Hopefully this is cool right now so I can try it on camera. Try it. This is really good. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, tell your friends. I am going to leave the links to the recipes that I got for both of these treats in the down bar. I posted a collab audition video 2-3 weeks ago, I don't know, 2 videos ago, and so that will be click my face now to go to that, and hopefully you will maybe be in a collab video channel with me. All the details are in that video, so please go and watch it. And remember, life happens. Bye.
Just think, while you've been getting down and out about the liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world, you could have been getting down to this sick